Hi there. Anybody watching me, or is it just me? Not wanting to chat? Okay. Hello all, it's Blue Steel here with I'm going to be showing off my mod pack and how to install it and stuff like that into towns. So first of all, you start off with your normal towns download, extract it into a file somewhere, download my mod pack, which the link will be on the forums, and you make a backup copy of your towns folder, towns install, so that you've got your normal towns folder, and then you extract my mod pack into it. So you just select everything and drag it across. Okay, and that's what puts that. It's as simple as that to install it. So if you've got any questions, ask, or I'll move on. Okay, so I guess I'll move on because of all the silence. Okay. So, yeah, it's showing me that there's two people watching, but okay, so we'll start up towns and play new game, a normal map to start with. We'll just call this one test. Oh no, we won't. We'll call it BSMP for Blue Steel's mod pack. Okay. Now the best way I've discovered to try and show off my mod pack, because it's so big and has done so many changes to the game, is to make it in the form of a let's play. So everything is paused at the moment when the game starts, because that's the way I've got it set up. There are my people there behind that tree. Now first thing you'll notice is that my menus have changed. I've changed all the menus. The main menu down the bottom here, I've gotten rid of the zones menu and added in the until. Until means that any tilled land that you've got, I'll quickly show you, give you an example. You told to till some land, unpause the game. Great, right, spawned right near. I might start a new game for the proper let's play. I will start a new game. This is just to show you the basics first. Okay, so the until button here means that you can until all that land now that you've already tilled, and it puts it back to grassland. Now the zones menu has disappeared because it's all now up in the buildings panel up here. Every type of zone and that's got its own building. For example, a carpentry, you still got the zone, but it's now called a carpentry floor. So to place that, you click on that. There you go. Now why I've done it this way is so that all the carpentry utilities and everything like that for in that room are within that menu. So you can just click on that and hold down the shift key and place as many of them in there as you want at the time, or you can single click. Oh bugger. Okay, so I don't have any wood yet, so I'll chop down some trees. Now I've got to start this again because it's I'm too close to the bad guys to show off my mod pack. So what I'll do is I'll break out of this, just quit without saving, play, new game, maps, normal map, BSMP, and off I go again. Fingers crossed this time that we get a more favourable position, not right on top of froggies. Okay, so where are my peoples? To find out where your people are, if you're miles away from them or anything and you don't know where you are, just click on this and it'll cycle to the next person. There they are, hiding behind the what is that? The wild bamboo bush. Okay, so I've shown you about the about the zones and the buildings. It's got the buildings for all of them. I've also added new buildings for roosters, bulls, boars. Now, because in my mod pack, you now need both animals to make a farm. As you can see there, chicken farm requires the wild chicken and the rooster. Okay, and same with all the other animals. Now, just where to start? They're just so massive. Okay, so let's start off with a normal let's play. Let's see how safe we are this time to start off with. Scroll around. Where are the froggies this time? If I even have any. I'm bound to. Where are you? I wish they'd make it so you could slide this little yellow box around the mini map for quick scrolling around in the game. Doesn't look like I've got any this time. They'll be there somewhere, just that I can't see them. So to get back to my people again, I've got it set on flattened blocks so that I can see them easier at the moment. Actually, I'll turn that off, turn the grid on, and flatten half blocks near the cursor. That was turned on. Okay. Now, why I like playing with the grid on is because if you come over to an area which has got multiple levels, as you go up in levels, so the areas that you can't build on or can't access, they're smoky grey as opposed to the normal colour. So anything that I can't access is this whitish colour. That's not my mod pack, that's actually part of towns built in. Okay, so the auto production menu I've added in lots of the other things like the decorations and barrels and everything like that. I've also fixed up in the stock thing here for the raw food and all the foods and that. They've got all the barrels now listed in there as well, so you can see how many stock you've got of them in the appropriate areas. At first, in the proper towns, I only had the one in there for the, I think it was the raw food barrel. It was the only one that they had in there. So that's been fixed. What else? Oh yes, mines now. You can mine for each individual item or separately. You have to, and it costs one of that ore to mine. Now how you mine to my people again. I can't show you at the moment. How you mine is you need one of the ores of that type to build that particular mine shaft, and if you leave it for too long, then the mine shaft will disappear into a pile of rubbish, and you'll have to rebuild. Okay, so let's get on with the Let's Play. Now that I've given you a basic rundown of the game, there will be other things noted later on as I'm playing, but let's get on with it. I'm probably bored you all to tears by now. Okay, so first off we need to get some harvesting of some wild wheat going. So therefore, close that one down for now. Don't need that open yet. Harvest. Sorry, I'm a bit slow at moving around because I only have the one hand. I don't have two. See, nothing up my sleeve. Okay, so harvest wild wheat, harvest wild wheat. And why I'm picking them individually is because I don't want to harvest anything else, because at this time of the game, time is critical. You want to get as much of the stuff done as you can without unpausing the game first. So you pick out where you want to be, harvest enough wild wheat, okay, there should be enough wheat for now. Where shall I build? It's a pretty big mountain area. I suppose I could dig into the side of that. How far away is that from where I am? Oh, fair way. I won't build into a mountain this time. I'll try and build outside. How's that sound, guys? Okay, harvest a few more wild wheat. Okay, now we've got to pick where we're going to be building. I'll say right up in this corner here would be pretty handy. You still need fences and that around your cities. What I generally do is I come in by 4 and build the road to get to places time to spare. So how I lay out my area is I go to stockpiles, raw materials. It just gives me like a blueprint which I can follow. So I'll drag it down there like that. And again. Drag it over this way. Yeah, I didn't think so. It was much easier without the hills in the way. But okay, so that gives me an edge of the perimeter of my town. So because there are trees and everything over here, and nice resources like masonry, stone and that, I'll put my carpentry and masonry over here, farms over here, and residences over here, I think. Okay, so go scroll up, go mine, up as high as we can first. Wait for them to mine that before we go down a level. Might as well get rid of this hill while we're at it too. Make it usable. chop down some trees, all the trees around here. Harvest this wild weed here too so it doesn't go to waste. There's that wild weed on the hills as well. Now, one thing you'll notice is with the wheat situation, all of my farms actually, let's till and I'll show you. Till some land here. Why didn't it do it? Till. That's better. Okay, so now I'll unpause the game. Not just yet. Carpentry. Zone for the carpentry. So round about here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I normally do mine 5 across. Sorry about this, I got a phone call. Won't be a tick. Hello, cameraman. Okay, Andrew. Yep. Okay. Today's not a good day. I'm busy doing things. Tomorrow, Monday. Monday or Tuesday. Just that I can't do it today. I've got other things on. I should be at home, yes. I've just got things that I'm doing and I'll be going to be in and out. So if I'm not at home here, you can just drop them in my mailbox. I will be in and out as the day goes on. Yes, they should be fine. Or you can put them. Oh God, where else? I'm looking at my dog. I won't be there. There's a wooden table in the garage. You can put it on there with something on top of it so that won't blow off. Okay then? Okay? Yep. Okay. Yeah, just that if study does change and does get better than that, I still want him to have the option of being able to say, you know, I've changed enough, I think I can go over permanently, that he will have that choice, not that he will be tied in there in fully dating. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, well, as long as it doesn't, the only reason why I'm using it here now is because it's his choice basically. He chose to do this repetition way of losing his tool and everything like that and breaking things. And it's not his ADHD or his ODD, it's just Scotty being Scotty. And he spends over half an hour to an hour bashing holes in the wall and stuff like that. You know, that's not just ADHD. ADHD and ADD are just on a spurt thing, you know, not a concentrated effort. and niggling it, trying to get the responses that he wants out of you. You know. No, we're seeing each other down at the blue light. So, you know, everything's fine there. He gives me hugs and everything. Because I'm a volunteer down there and he goes down there with Betty. So, you know, lots of supervisors there as well. But it's also been said to me that if Scotty complains or anything like that, that I've got to go home because it's all about the kids. Which is understandable, which has always been the case, but still. You know, I became a volunteer down there because I wanted him to have the outings and that. You know? And I was taking him down there, just that I'm not prepared to give it up, just another thing that he's kind of gets control over in my life sort of thing, you know? When? Well, ever since, well, when school started back, that's when I started going back down there. Oh. Well, he's having no qualms, no problems or anything like that. He's having it with me down there. Yeah, well, I've spoken to Joe about it. Not Joe. I can't remember who it was, but anyway, I said to them, you know, that I'm seeing Scotty down there and everything like that, and to please tell Betty that, you know, everything's fine, that he can pop over at any time and stuff like that. He can pop over at any time for visits and phone calls. It's just that it's not that I didn't want him, it's just that he couldn't stay here while he was acting the way he was. And, you know, it was just totally ridiculous. And I'd had it at that stage. I'm not going to have my life be a prisoner to a 13-year-old who's a 14-year-old who's acting like a 7 and 8-year-old. And no matter what I do or anything like that, it wasn't making any difference at all. Even BFT said, you know, they couldn't get him to do anything, couldn't get him to do his room. The guy from BFT came out of there several times in that day that they tried to get him to do the room. And before he lost it. So it was just, and he tried to get me involved too, in the BFT, the guy did, and I went down there and tried to get involved. But as soon as I sat down there, Scotty just went to town sort of thing, you know. So it was just nuts. It was just all a control thing. But yeah, everything seems to have settled down because he's got what he wants now. He's at Betty's, which I was hoping that he wasn't. I was hoping you guys would find somewhere else. But, you know, he got where he wanted. If he can't be at home, you know, he wanted to be at Betty's, so he's got that. And we'll soon see how Betty can handle him once the honeymoon period's over down there. I dare say there's going to be a few problems there, but who knows? I've noticed when Betty tells him something, he goes and does it straight away, down at the blue light and that. I tell him something, and it's arguments galore and everything like that, so who knows? Yes, as such, because I can't do anything, I can't have him here, and while he's like he is. There's nothing else I can do. I've done everything I can. I hate that, you know, that I can't do anything else, that I've tried everything, you know. And I'm not going to go through the same hassle again until he himself, as I said to him all the way along, he's the one who has to change. And accept things that he cannot change, you know. But yeah, he's just got the power. He thinks he's got the power and that, and as people, even other people down at the blue light tell me, sometimes he can be great, other times he's like he wants to be an adult and that, in which he isn't. And that, he's acting like he's an adult and that and won't listen to him. So, and all they do is walk away. But that's okay down there because they've got so many different supervisors. You see, so, one person he won't do what one person says, someone else goes and tries to tell him. And so forth. Okay? So yeah, I've got to head out very quickly. I don't know if I'm going to be back, how long it's going to take or anything like that. Okay? Okay, well I don't know what time I'm going to be in here today. I'm in and out like a yo-yo today. Trying to get everything done before 6 o'clock anyway, because that's when the blue light's on. Okay? Okay then, bye. Oh, I'm sorry guys. What a bloody mix-up. I think I'll start this whole thing again. What do you guys think? Is anybody still here? Anybody still here? Please type so that I know that you're here. It says there's 3 people watching. Okay, well I'll continue on. Okay, I've built an area for my carpentry. I've got to now place in the benches. Damn, my program mouse on my program button on my mouse hasn't accepted the shift key this time. So many problems already. 2, 4, 5. I say 5 benches is a good start. Set up a masonry area, masonry floor, which was the old masonry zone. Only 9 squares needed for that. Actually, cancel. Not cancel. I've forgotten how you delete zones. Delete. Masonry, 1 further away, 2 further away, because to build the walls. So there. Masonry with 9. It'll take 9 things of that when it's available. So I've got planned now. As you can see, I plan ahead and build everything that I need to do. I've set them up to do that and to get some timber and some stone. So now I'll unpause it. Oh, hi there, Eric. And what? Sorry, I forgot to put my reading glasses on. And gold dragon. Sorry, yeah, my eyesight's not the best. But have you got any guys got any questions so far? This is my first time at really doing anything like this, so I don't know whether anything's working. Everything's going wrong for me, so God only knows. one's going off and doing the thing and pulling up the weeds. Then they'll go and till. Oh, I've got to set my priorities. Pause it again quickly. Oh, don't worry about pausing it. Okay. Turn down the towns volume. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Mixer. Where are you? Okay, down to about 39 now. Let's see if that makes any difference. Okay. Come back up here and get them to mine some more here. Oops, one too many, too high. 9. Okay, now to plant wheat, what I've done with the wheat planting and that, with the seeds and everything now, everything looks the same here, but now if you tell it to plant one wheat here, I'll just plant one to show you, eventually they will self-propagate. So I'll show that off here. Normally I'd fill it up as much as I can first, but just to show you that it will self-propagate itself out. When it gets up to a full-grown wheat things, it'll start putting out new little seedlings around. See, is that a better volume now? Was that better volume? Okay, cool. I'll have to remember that. Now to fix up my priorities. How I set up my priorities is always, of course, baking and cooking, then the gathering, then the butchering. I move up as well. Then the tilling, then the mining, item construction, walls and hauling. Okay, that's the order which I use them in. Okay, so now there's that'll start spreading. So now let's get it back to the carpentry. Build some wood detailers, at least one anyway. So then we can start building our masonry benches. I won't do it this way, I'll show you another way, because over here in the auto production menu you can now build utilities over here, and it tells you how many that you've got in stock. Say if I wanted to build and always have one of something in stock, I click on that and you watch, I'll go away and build that, and it'll come up with a red cross on it so that I know it's not placed. And then I can just go and place it or sell it or whatever in the markets. Place that there. And because it's already pre-built, it'll go and place it straight away. Okay, now unfortunately, because it doesn't take it out of the actual... He's making another one. Cool. Okay, so it's saying I've got one in stock still. Brilliant. They fixed that. At one stage there, it used to always keep it, once they're placed, it was still in, that they still had them. So that's pretty cool. So now I've got another one there ready to be placed. I'll turn that off because I don't want to do that with them permanently. So just tell it to go and place that again. You'll see it run again and grab it. So you can pre-build anything that doesn't get placed and activated straight away. You can't pre-build mines or campfires or stuff like that because they activate straight away as soon as you place them. Okay, that's why. Oh damn it! I haven't removed it. I've got to remove that out of my next build. Okay, because otherwise, as soon as I build it, it burns itself, starts burning itself out. Okay, so you can't keep any of them in stock. I've also got beer and wine in my mod pack. You need a tavern to build those barrels though. So now that wheat's fully grown, now it should start putting out sprouts around it. I'll plant some more wheat down here further. Okay, then I'll try that. Let's try building a fire and not placing it then. Thanks for that gold dragon. We'll give it a go and see. What do I need to build it? Just the wood? So how do you build the fire? Okay, well it's not automatically building it. I might have to still come over here under utilities because it isn't a building. Utilities, cooking. This is a learning experience for me too because I haven't played Towns for a while, but I've been keeping my mod pack up to date. So why didn't it place? It took the wood and took to the carpentry bench. So how do you build a? Wood and flint. I need flint. That's why it's not auto building it. Okay, there's some gravel here. I'll dig. I'm silly, aren't I? Should be putting a ladder in there. Dig ladder. Dig. Scroll down one. Okay, he's gone and picked up some flint. See the wheat is spread out there. It does take a while, but it does spread. Okay. There it goes. Just to put out another seedling on that side. So the longer you leave it as full wheat, it'll spread over into only into where you've ploughed. It's got to be right next to where you've ploughed. Okay. So cooking fire. You can't get to see how the status of it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll plant the rest of my wheat now that I've shown that section off. just so involved, this pack. Planting some more wheat. Just trying to spread it out a bit so that eventually it'll all fill up by itself. I haven't lost anybody yet, that's amazing. No, the wheat in the normal game doesn't do that. That's in my mod pack. That's only in my mod pack. All the seedlings in my mod, all the plants in my mod pack will spread on the ploughed soil, on the humus of that kind, if you plant them. For example, same with apple trees and pear trees. I'll show you. If I can find an apple, pear and a pear tree. There we go. I'll harvest some of them. Come back over here. Till some more land. Oh, almost the fourth day. People are going to start getting hungry soon. Okay, so that. I know the shift key does that. I normally have it programmed to a mouse, but because I've only got one hand, I can't hold down the shift key and move the mouse around and everything like that. That's why I've got to have it programmed to my multi-button mouse here. Whoop, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Multi-button razor mouse. It's got 9 buttons on it. Okay, so now if I tilt the plant apple trees there, say, if I just put one down there, and I do the same for a pear tree, till pear tree, okay, speed up the game a bit, I think. I had it on speed 1. No, it was all on speed 3. It seemed to be taking a lot longer. Okay, now start building. Oh, I've got to fill in that stuff quickly. Nice stuff. It'll tell it to plough the rest of the I wonder why Till is doing this to me. Till. Nope. It's because it's paused. No, it's not. Why isn't Till working? done anything. Oh, stupid me, it shouldn't be till it's plant that I'm after. Okay, I was wondering why. Ah, dear. Okay, so all my plants will do that self-propagation thing as well. Yes, I've given up smoking. I'm now using an electronic cigarette, which is got propylene glycol in it, which is the same stuff which they use in the fog machines at discos. So it gives me the same satisfaction as having a cigarette without having a cigarette. So I do apologise for that. It's been about a year since I've given up, and I haven't had a cigarette since I started using these. Okay, now everybody's going to start. Okay, those trees have now, I think now they'll start spreading, same as the wheat did, but slowly. Just harvest some more of these for the moment. Yeah. Okay, let's start building some cow and pig farms. So they work the same as they did before, except for now you need a rooster and a chicken to build a chicken farm. And a rooster farm. I always build at least one of each before I start killing off animals, so that I have got some way of breeding what I need. By the way, the graphics in this for the farms and that has come from Eric B 1800. Another thing added to my mod pack from Eric's work are the floors. I've got all these floors in here now that you can build just like other zones, but they're just plain. They just change the decoration on the thing, so they don't speed you up at all. They're just for simple decoration. Let's say if I want to put like a path or a corridor between my mason and my timber factory, and there you go. And so those floors now are done. Let's see, what else? What else was there? Now the boar farms, of course, will only breed boars, and that they've all been added in for the wild as opposed to tame bulls and that for feeding. I've slowed the feeding regimen down so they don't need to be fed until twice as long. So the food lasts them twice as long. See the apple trees spreading now as well. So that's how they work. So I'll go and plant the rest of them out now that I've seen also tested that works. So wheat, apples, plant, and pears, plant. See, it didn't work on the grassy area there because it's not the hummus, even though I had it highlighted. so they won't even spread out onto the grass area, so they won't run away. Sugar cane? I didn't think I'd planted any sugar cane. Did I? Just mining the rest of this hill down. And also I'll set up a resource storage pile. My raw materials. There's not going to be anything being stored in it at the moment. They'll actually take that timber out, hopefully. Yep, they're moving it out the way because I told it not to store it in the options. Now I'll build up some barrels. Materials barrel, one. Place it. Manage stockpile. I forgot this was added in. So I've got to tell it yes to store the stockpile, to store the containers. Now it'll let me put one down there. I don't want to do it that way, we'll do it this way. We'll tell it to always keep one in stock. Let's see how this goes. You still there, guys? Yes, I will be adding reindeer and doe farms. I will not be adding yeti farms or anything, any of the hostile creatures as farms, but I will be adding reindeer and doe farms. It's just a matter of time. Okay, that barrel's in there now, so now I'm going to barrel stock management. Manage barrel, and tell it that I want to store materials, and we'll say timber and stone. Timber and stone. Okay, now this will also test, because now that there's something in that barrel, they're building up another one. Eat, people are starving. People are hungry. Where's some more fruit? Quick. And turn off your farms if you don't want to have tons of them at the moment. We don't need them at the moment, so I'll turn them off. Otherwise you're going to have to feed them when you don't need them. Harvest. Let's see, go into here and say food, gathering. Apples, I want to keep, say, 10. Make it 11. And stock, same with the pears. Same with the wheat. Now to build a mill. Which is now under utilities in the latest Towns version. I didn't move it because it's no longer a building, so I'm thinking about re-adding in the cow mill one as well, because I prefer it. So making up a mill, well, just one for the moment. I should put it on the other side, shouldn't I? Cancel. Mill. This is where my buildings are going to go. And start building a bakery. Not from the utilities area, from the buildings area. Bakery. Bakery floor, and there's 1, 2 items that can go in there. So 2 rows of 5 again I normally build. Build the baker's table, 5 of them. Oven, 5 of them. Thing is, people start off building, generally they build not enough of the item. They say, you know, 1 mill and 3 ovens and that'll do it. But you're feeding 11 people, and 9 times out of 10 they all want food at the same time. So therefore you've got to have enough to be able to produce at least half of the food again straight away. So that's how yes, I know the code's still there for the mill buildings. I've just got to re-add the actual building into the menus and that. But with the cow one, I was going to make it that you need for the small hand mill that you need you need 2 flour to make a wheat. For the cow mill one, you'll only need 1, because otherwise there's not going to be any reason to have the choice of the 2 there. So therefore you're going to have the extra produce because you're using more stuff to have to build it in the first place. Because now with these ones here you don't need a cow or anything, you just need the wood to build them. Am I out of wood? Okay. I'll chop down some more trees. Let's see. In here you'll also notice that I've got the barrels showing up in here now as well, under each individual section, for what they are, for the weapons as well, for the armour. So now you can place them in the storage yards. On the original town, they only had the raw food barrel showing up originally. And I thought that was a bit silly. So now you can see how many of everything that you've got in stock. Okay. Now let's start. Why didn't they put that in? Oh, it's already full. And they couldn't build another one because it was out of wood. Everyone's running so slow because they're so hungry. Harvest these fruit trees. When they finish what they're doing, they should all run down and harvest them, because of how I've got the priorities set out. A lot of people just leave these at the default. They don't fiddle them around with them. Oh, somebody died. So a good catch, I missed it. Who died and how? Oh, by a tree keeper. Ow. Okay, time to build a grave. Do graves work on just bones? We'll see. So that's under decorations, I believe, isn't it? Grave. Outside decorations. Yes. We'll just put it way over here. Otherwise we're going to get with a ghosty. I think they spawn if you don't have graves as well, so we'll soon see. But apparently they've done some work on the ghosties. They don't stick around for as long as they used to. Okay. I just don't like cheating because by using the admin button with the right button and destroying the corpse, to me that's cheating. Okay, let's see, 10 flour in stock as well. 11. Up another stockpile. Actually, you know, I'm thinking about doing up a generic stockpile. So you can just have one stockpile, one type of stockpile, and store the barrels for all of the goodies in it. How does that sound? Do you reckon that'd be good in my mod pack? As opposed to having separate stockpiles. Back over here to the bread. We want to have 10 of them in stock, 11 of them. Whoop, too many. Okay, now some people are saying that, you know, this is wrong because they should have 11 on the left hand side there where the 4 is. But they can't have it like that because there's only 5 ovens and 5 tables. So they can't. How can you build 11 straight away out of the 5? You can't. So therefore that's all looped in there, and so that it'll keep on going until it's got the 10 in stock. I just got proved wrong. It went up to 6. How, I don't know. What else do I need? That's right. Barrel. I'll put up a for prepared food. Stockpile. I only wanted the food barrels in there. So everything will be stored in the barrels. Okay. Now I go ahead and tell it to make some of those barrels. To have at least one of them in stock all the time. I'm out of wood again. I'm going to have to start... No, I can't be out of wood. What's going on? They're busy working away, building stuff. I'll start tilling an area for some trees. Couple of red flowers. See if I've got any more people watching me. Nope. Okay, it's still a record. I've got 2 people watching me. Okay. So Eric, you still there, or Gold Dragon? Or have I got different people? By the way, thank you for watching me on my live stream. It gets a bit lonely here if I try to do it without. Oh, okay. I didn't think I was counted in as the thing, so we'll see. I'll get some tree seeds going. What type of trees were nearest to me? These types. So put one there. Some along here. And a navel spread as well. See, hauling's still down the bottom of the list, so therefore the feed barrel hasn't been moved yet. Close that up, close that up. So yeah, so that's basically the mod pack. So now we'll just do general let's plays. I should be fine because everybody should know what my mod pack does. This is my first time at really trying to stream successfully. I've done it before, but not very successfully at all. Not much planning or anything. Why I prefer streaming is because then I can tell Twitch to upload it to YouTube and I don't have to spend another 3 hours uploading the video for about a half-hour video. Twitch will do it all for me. So I'm just hoping. How long have we been going for? Is there a way to find that out? So I don't want to make the video too long for on YouTube. Come on, people. Well, at least they're not starving anymore. Okay, so why aren't they making those other barrels? Ah, because they're in stock. yeah, the barrels do still counts as being unallocated, unfortunately. So you're just going to have to keep an eye on that. But it's a quick and easy way of making them rather than clicking and placing. So there is still benefit. It's only been about half an hour, really. Oh, okay. So that's good. I'll just keep going then. An hour is good enough, I think. Baked food, no. Let's say all raw food, all cooked food. Can be stored in the barrel, and all raw food can be stored in the barrel. Okay. That should tidy up the place a bit. Whoop, only 5. Okay. Wish it should come up and tell you how with a timer. I think, but it doesn't. Yeah, I'm using. What's the name of the darn software again? I've paid for it, so it's all legitimate. I'm using. Come on, Cameron. Think. XSplit to do my videos, to do my streaming. Only lost the one. So time to start doing some housing. Mine all this out to a flat area. There's not much to mine out here really. Harvest the wild wheat. Harvest sugar cane. I don't really use the flowers because I don't dye things myself. Okay then mate, thanks for joining us. I'll catch you later. You can come back, might still be on. Open broadcast, I thought that was a bit more difficult to use. Okay, catch you later. Thanks for joining us, Gold Dragon. Still saying there's 2 people viewing. Put up some personal spaces. Now, so buildings, personal space, okay. Oh dear, anybody else still with me? Or am I here alone? If I'm here alone, I won't talk as much. So, but yeah, I haven't been talking as much because I thought I was still all alone. If you don't chat in the chat room, I don't know if you're here or not. Okay? So yeah, start working on armour. Building some more wood detailers. And at least one bone carving bench. I can see I've got some bones down here. Oh no, manage feed barrel. All food. I forgot you got to do it for every barrel at the moment. That's why nothing's being stored. If things aren't stored properly, they can go off, like the apples and that have got only a certain amount of time before they disappear if you leave them out in the open. But if they're stored into a barrel, they don't go off. I'm surprised at how well my town's going. Still haven't got any more people in though. Start building some beds, I think. I'll leave the flowers there. Build beds. Maybe that'll make them happier. Let's see, a wooden bed, wooden dormitory bed, and a bone bed. So just wooden bed. Better get some people coming in soon. Otherwise it'll take me so long. Normally by now I've got tons of people. Destroy that one mud. How come he's not sleeping on his bed? Time for me to have a drink of water. Okay. We'll call this the end of part 1. Okay, so I'll pause the game. Pause the broadcast. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. I'll just start it all up again. But I want to get this off onto YouTube first, so I'll be right back in 5 minutes time. Okay? Bye for now.